Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on bottom left side as the blue Swedes, we have Mihrk. On top right side as the red Incans, we have OregonRitter609. That's about, it all depends. Some days I can go for well beyond 2 hours, some days I can't go well beyond 2 hours. When it comes to speaking and casting. Also, maybe it depends on what I'm doing. If it's a game where I'm like doing like a first person, like times I was doing like Solaris or War Thunder, I'm not constantly narrating. On this, I'm sort of am. It also depends what I'm doing today. If it's a quiet day, maybe so. Today was more of a regular day. When it comes to natives map, we do have some very important water buffalo to be obtained by both sides. The Incan player can always go for a farm to get them fattened up a bit better. Swedish player will have to go for a livestock pen. And this map is also asymmetrical. We got the Sufi Moscow here, gave you access to Quiz Balaj, which is a heavy range cavalry lancer combination. And over here, we've got the Jesuits, who gave you access to fan favorite, the Conquistador. Fan favorite as an Age of Empires 2 fan favorite. Yeah, Solaris. I think they have a lot of expansions, and I think there are new expansions since they have so many expansions and people have issues of which expansion to buy first and get the game pretty expensive. They're actually now switching to like a season pass sort of thing, which may be not bad for the game after all. There's a lot of expansions. I'm actually decent at Solaris, depending on which patch, honestly. For I've beaten the times 25 crisis multiple times, and it usually takes me a bit of time to do it on certain patches, but I eventually learn. Huh, we got two tin mines pretty close by each other. That means I'm pretty sure the torps can only collect from one mine at a time, but he could perhaps get some stacking torps there, so they can transfer once one gets consumed, it goes to the other one automatically. Red has gone for some fishing boats. Fishing boats named Fishing Boat on the field. Okay, that's definitely a custom name. Klein Drake. I have no idea what that means. We do have a deck selected here. We got the land deck with on a hybrid map. Blueberries, Settlers, Wood, Coin, Eichmann, Hussars, Team House Bernadette, Juliet Sicklebrook, Leather Cannon, Eisenberg Ironworks, Dominions, Coin, Platoon Fire, Leather Cannon, Hussars, Carolines, Light Gun Cartridges, Falconets, Snaplock, Contract Hessian Jaegers, Copper Mines, Heavy Cannon, Factory, and Siva Lifeguard. Versus the Incan deck of Outpost. I'm not sure what Out would stand for. Villagers, American Allies, Villagers, Coin, Chimney Runners, Plume Spearmen, Jungle Bowmen, Puree, Range Infantry hit points, Range Infantry attack points, Warthog Travises, Chica Bruin, Villagers, Wood, Hunter Travises, Melee Infantry, Hurla Cross, Renegade Spanish, Chimu support, Ka Jam Maraka support, Machu Pikachu, Road Building, blah. Polos Warriors, Cha Cha Poya support, and Cola support. Fishing boats being obtained. Both sides can go for heavy wood through torps, and now in this case, fishing boats. Maybe that's one reason why the Incan player is going for fishing boats, expecting his opponent to go for torps. Though granted, Incans do also have access to Contra House. 170, 16 population, food trickle. Overall, let's see, 70 points, 70 wood for 60 or 0.6 food income. It's a decent rate, but in versus 70 wood for 0.67 food per second. So it's technical same wood costs, though I suppose this does provide a bit more housing. While this does provide a bit more food generation, so overall I think the fishing boats are definitely more economical. while the Conchas do offer just good, have more multi-support in form of food and population support. More Concha houses being built now. We got a good number of torps on the field. This Scout Shock Hybrid does have 25% less damage versus villagers, so only does 1.5 damage against villagers. Barring the armor, which is 20% armor, so who knows what precise number that is. Either way, not great. Warhut Travis is now being deployed on in. These Warhut Travises do also have additional hit points as well. Bring a shipment of Plume Smearing, which is a good siege unit to bring on in. And versus Hussars as well, he does have a handful of Plume Smearing for defense. That may have been for the big button. More Plume Smearing there, so he's getting some great damage on these Hussars. Losing all these Hussars, doing very little work, and now he has forward production here. Hussars being pursued by a Plume Spearman. And also, oh, he also deployed them back here rather than those war huts, so and completely circled them, traps them there, and gets annihilated. That's a pretty good killing. More jungle bowmen being pulled on the field, fishing boats up here. It's also looks what appears to be crude whale deposits on both sides, so there's plenty of coin out of sea as well as fish out of sea. More jungle bowmen being flowed on out. Corp under siege. Torp does get torched. Carolyn's moving around, and I think I should have restarted my game because I think I'm starting to hear the audio bugs appearing. Oops. There's still some more water buffalo here to be obtained.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I amused myself a bit too much. So I'm building another torp there on the copper mine. Course of copper is one component of making, or should I say 9 components for making tin, or not, or bronze. After all, to make bronze, you need 9 parts copper, 1 part tin. So he has 90% bronze there from that mine. And here's a tin, so he has plenty of tin here for the bronze. Return falling back has a sizable force here. Blue needs to pull out more military units. Going for some leather cannon. Leather cannon could be quite nice right now. Carolyn's being employed in the field. They do offer less damage. Roughly the same DPS as musketeers at range with a higher attack speed. Definitely a good idea not to go for Chimney runners against the Swedes, since Carolyn's will just get bonus damage against them, no problem. And these villagers are going down. That's a good number of villagers lost. He's down to 18 versus 30. Not many more fishing boats, just going for a decent 10. I would say 12 is a magic number here because there are 4 or 3 whale deposits. Each can support up to 4 fishing boats, so you can support up to 12 fishing boats out at sea. For more villagers now, bringing more Carolyns. Leather cannons are decent anti-infantry support. 40 damage times 3 versus infantry. They will one-shot jungle bowmen, and they will not one-shot plume spearmen, but still put a decent hole inside into them. Chimney got deployed on out. I think that's from the shipment. I'd still say that's not a great idea. Carolyns do get bonus damage, hand shock, 30% additional bonus damage. So he may go with the Chimney runners just in case a handful of leather cannons and perhaps harass some villagers. Corpse being torched. More Puma Spearmen being pulled on out, or Plume Spearmen. Puma Spearmen's Aztec. Plume Spearmen are the Incans. Hussars pushing the way forward once again. Got the tin mine here to harass. Not so much now. And now do got the guild nets being researched as well. More Chimi runners. And now I've got the Chica brewing, increasing the food cluster rate from conscious, pushing up to what, 1 food per second? Or close enough. Cow down, or water buffalo down. Does kill the water, or nope, that was a cow next to the corpse, so we'll get it clicked on up. Got these forces pushing forward. Still got 2 warheads there. Got a massive force of Incans here. As an army of 50 versus an army of 32. Needs more Carolines. And also leather cannons. Leather cannons would be decent. Jungle bowmen are anti-heavy units, so the jungle bowmen will do just fine versus Carolines. So you may start to plant more leather cannons. There's artillery foundry. I mean, it's safe to assume if fighting against Aztecs or Incans, that you can be fighting against mass infantry. So leather cannons will generally be quite good, so as well as falconets. Of course, he's not age 3 to bring the shipment of falconets. He's bringing a shipment of blueberries. Some of his berry bushes are getting quite low. That one just disappeared in front of me.
Majestät?
64 military units there. The handful of Hussars will be decent against the jungle bowmen, but the plume spearmen here in good numbers. Trying to find that opportunity. Way forward. Leather cannons pushing forward. Chimi runners coming for a flank. Leather cannons trying to get overran. One leather cannon does go down. The other one stays alive. Gains some good shots from the jungle bowmen. Oh, over here we do have some Chimi runners, gain some more villagers. Very, very nice. Now it's ready to counterattack here, so you can't really engage these forces. You have to get inside the town center. He's not properly inside the town center. I think I'm getting hit by a sound bug. Yep, the town center is firing just a sound bug. Pikemen now being shipped on in, which will be decent against the Chimi runners. Swedish players have 21 villagers. The Incan players at 42, has double the villager population and has access to the contra houses to be countering out the dwarves. He currently has 7 out of 12, so effectively 1 income versus Eisenberg Ironworks, who actually have 1 as well. So he's about 5 behind the Torps and when it comes to income, but that's by having twice the popular villagers is also much better. Pikemen. And maybe actually go for the Juliet Sicklebrook to get a leather cannon than 8 pikemen. Mark it there. He needs more leather cannons. He's going for some grenadiers. Grenadiers. Grenadiers offer good siege range armor. They have 50% range armor, which will pretty much more than nullify the bonus damage from jungle bowmen, and while having still decent health and good AoE. Yeah, I think Grenadiers would be a good option. He has to be careful about these Chimi runners, so those pikemen would be a bit more decent against Chimi runners. They offer a little bit bonus damage for artillery, which I think Grenadiers are not classified as artillery, they're classified as siege units. And honestly, Carolines would be more than adequate against Chimi runners. Yeah, I think Caroline Grenadier would be a good composition. And it's easy to keep the Grenadiers alive. They do have the same range as his Carolines, so they stay mixing the formation better than leather cannons. Leather cannons also cost a decent amount, while Grenadiers, they still cost a decent amount of sure. But they don't cost wood. Wood is the least useful least gathering resource. Yeah, I think Grenadiers would be good. Though avoiding those Shimi runners would be a good idea. Grenadiers now raining on in, getting some great damage. Carolyn's firing away. His formation is not good. Being split apart. Pikemen getting some decent damage as well. They have the cover mode, so getting 50% range resist would be useful to help absorb more shots. His formation's still crap. Wait forward now. Shimi runners. Swedish player's down to 15 villagers, so Swedish player needs to push forward and win. That's the only option. He has lost the economic war. But the Grenadiers doing some great work there. Shimi runners trying to flank around. Grenadiers do less damage from shock. A lot less damage against shock. Grenadiers need to be tasked forward here. Let the Carolines fire against everything. Chimney runners have flanked. Chimney runners have gone down. Grenadiers offer great siege damage as well as 41. Carolines offer standard siege damage for musketeers. Going for the town center and production buildings is probably what he needs to do right now. He has the two structures here. I don't think going for country house is worth it. He needs to go for production structures. And he will get some shipments through destroying the country houses, that's for sure. Bring a shipment of Hussars, coin, help feed his economy for one last push. Also some Hussars. Incan player actually getting multiple houses down. You don't have to destroy too many opponents at pop cap. Destroying one more Contra house would actually put his opponent at pop cap. Of course, that's with our Cast Vision. He sees the ships. I don't know how effective grenades are against ships. Grenades do no bonus damage versus ships. Never really think I had to look at that before. People don't really deploy Grenadiers all too often, nor fishing boats. Let's deploy out some more Chimney runners, just so a good number of Carolines. Hussars will at least be on equal footing against them. Red or blue needs to take out these war huts. They're a higher priority than taking the contra houses. There's 3 war huts here. You can destroy them very quickly. They do have increased health thanks to the war hut card. He's not aging up. That's probably a bad idea when your opponent has an arm this large. He's going for the messenger, which is the fast age up. And the message will be attack. And should have come before the age up. That's the message. He also has some militia on the field, which will offer some decent fire support. Carolines enter melee mode, which they do less damage versus light. That's supposed to be decent against the Chimers. They have 20 DP, 20 damage per strike. I suppose our DPS would be higher in melee mode than at range mode. I have noted what's saying. Are you? Ah, you are the cheat guy. Oh, that's what it's reading. Incan player has way too much food and wood in store. He's not been spending his economy. I think he's talking about militia cheats than the command cheats. War huts being pulled on the field. More of the houses aren't going down. He could have gone for some Quiz Balash. This heavy range cavalry, that would have been actually really good. I suppose. No, wait. Carolyn's do bonus damage versus heavy cavalry, so the Quiz Balash won't be actually good in this situation. Whoops. Don't listen to me. Got a decent number of war huts there. He needs to pull out anything. Overall, more jungle bone will be generally good. Jimmy orders wouldn't be half bad. Jungle bowmen do cost food and wood, while Jimmy runners do cost food and gold. He can buy lots of good amount of housing, so he is at pop cap right now. He's also collected most of the fish out at sea. Has 12 fishing boats, very good. That's enough for all the whales. He's actually running out of food pretty quickly, isn't he? No, never mind. He has nearly 4,000 food. He's not properly managed his economy. He's actually not building anything. I think he's just AFK at this point. No, he's not. I think he's trying to go for industrial. Yeah, no, don't go for that. Does have, of course, the veteran long jungle bowman research. Does get around pike. He's going for the big buttons. Does get a nice ambush there of the pikemen. Hey, I didn't see a big button actually selected there. Maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention. Big buttons do research pretty quickly. Does get the hurler cost, which are a grenadier variant and anti-siege variant. But it does bonus damage to artillery, not siege troopers, which are what the grenadiers are. But they do siege damage, which is bypass range resist of the grenadiers. This economy has this amount of wood and coin. More Carolyn stream on the way forward. He's also going for fishing economy down there. Incan player still has quite a bit of economy going. He has plenty of population space. Going for the Machu Pikachu now. He just needs a place to pull it out. He's going for war huts and contra houses down here. So that area is revealed with thanks to this nearby orc who's still alive. You can see that much. May not have the town watch research, or the research we shall not name. I won't talk about whatsoever. Warhead taking some damage there. We've got these forces moving around. All this stuff will go down, which will give quite a big experience for the Swedish player. He's now bringing some fishing boats over here. He needs to get out of Caravel in this region to start taking out the ships. There's the Machu Pikachu there.
Yeah.
That stuff's going down. He's starting to put some walls here for a bit of defense. He needs more wood for some contra houses, at least one. He has enough for Imperial Age, which is not a good idea. He needs to pull out units. He also needs to pull out. There's another contra house. He needs to really build it quickly. Does torch the dock there. Got some idle fishing boats, I believe. Yep, so he needs to retask them onto the whales or fish. This torp is still not been torched either. Can you make the... I guess you can't make the structures attack it. He's actually garrisoning the citadel in order to get some more damage. Our torch is down, which also gives one's attack ping. There's a caravel now pulling the field. Prince Sianin, the caravel, engaged in fishing boat, the fishing boat. And as well, his brother, the fishing boat, the fishing boat. There's a bump up the damage of the citadel. And there's no escape. He built the caravel out after he torched the dock, so they can't garrison anywhere. They should be tasked to the gold on the whales. Oh, wait, never mind. There's the big button. Very nice. I forgot about the big button. I can start engaging the dock there. Can task these fishing boats back. He has only lost one. But now I've got a caravel over here, sitting on top of the... Oh, he's actually collecting up the humpback whale. We will torch these torps as well. But now shipment, more Carolines being brought in, and more grenadiers. The Swedish economy is still not super great. And we do not have the 2 covered wagon card. Oh, we also got the fire arrows. Huh, why is that fire arrow research or I wonder why don't they ever get the fire arrows or arrow attacks for the town centers? Then we got this town center here, which will provide more anti-ship bombardment. Falconets to outrange the citadel. Another town center here. He has plenty of food for building out villagers, so the Incan players can still get back in the game. Incan player not Incan player, the Swedish player could blow out more heavy ships and provide some shore bombardment in this region. Chimney runners heading up north. Got some hussars engaged in chimney runners and picks up his war chief. More hussars coming up here. Blue's now advancing. He will find a pretty upgraded citadel, able to one-shot some of these forces. Maybe a bit overkill. Let's see, 36 times or 35 times 6. Well, it was a little bit OE, but it does get quickly torched down. It does get out of the garrison. Carolines now engaged in melee. They do less damage against light infantry in melee. So the elite jungle bowmen will do better in melee than the Carolines. Of course, they don't want to be in melee engaging Carolines with the falconets shooting them. Everything's being torched here. Got more Carolines push way forward. Town center here, not garrison at the moment. More ships being built. Raiders will make short work the war hut. Bring a shipment of chimney runners. 10. It's the chimney runner temple. Also gives some extra hit points. I mean, the Grenadiers right now are a good option against him. After all, they're anti-infantry and anti-structure. Oh, he may have missed. Nope, he's not mistaken. I thought he was attacking the wall segment by accident. Jungle Bum do find a volley there. He needs those, what they're called, Hurlicasts, in order to engage falconets at range and counter barrage them. Bluish player right now does have shipment available. Has quite a bit of food and wood. Maybe the 1,000 coin shipment could be useful. He's going for platoon fire. Platoon fire will give him additional damage versus heavy cavalry and shock with the Carolines, and as well as give them plus 10% damage. Great hit there by the Falconets, taking out the Jungle Bowman. Both Falconets now down to the Chimney Runners. Carolines still firing away. Got the Grenadiers now rotating around to hit those Jungle Bowmen. Chimney Runners heading down south, engaging some of these forces. Grenadiers don't want to fight the Chimney Runners, especially in melee, because they have minus 85% damage. But they have one AoE, so they played too much Team Fortress 2 and used Ultra Bull Kabir too much. Overall, right now, if it's supposed to go for mass Chimney Runners, as well as Jungle Bowmen, Hussars wouldn't be half bad in Heavy Cap. They would be on somewhat equal terms against the Chimney Runners, as well as being good against those Jungle Bowmen. They're just getting gunned down by the Carolines. Grenadiers need to start hitting those Jungle Bowmen. Carolines need to start hitting the Chimney Runners. Great damage there on those Jungle Bowmen. They're really stacked up, and the Hussars come for a nice little flank. And that is the end of the replay. This is Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.